This is for every man out there who is seeking to find the one for him. There are two things you must do in order to be able to decipher if she is the one for you or not. Before I go into that, let's talk about the age difference thing for a while. The perception that you would have to marry a younger woman is completely flawed. I understand some men just generally fancy a much more younger woman. Dating or marrying a younger woman does not guarantee that you're going to have a peaceful, healthy, and even productive relationship or marriage. Maybe if it were in the 20s or 1900, whatever, maybe that would have been a thing, right? But this our generation is a complete definition of age is just a number. Let me tell you something. There is nothing a woman in her late 30s can do or have done that a girl of 16, 17 years have not done and is still doing. All these girls, if they do hook up for outside, how many years do you think them be? You don't ask questions, so. Have you seen the girls out there trying to hustle, like they call it, they send a hook up at the hustle? How many years do you think them be? The truth is that age is just a number. And the earlier we understand that, the better for everyone. If you're a woman and you're thinking that, you don't cross 30, I don't dey near 35, I don't dey near 40, I never even see your husband, who go marry me, they know they won't marry women. That is bullshit. Put yourself in the right order, place yourself in the right place, and your man would find you. Biology, of course, has its effects on both men and women, right? I mean, if a woman is getting older, menopause don't they near come, I know all of those things. I am not going to deny that fact. But the truth here is, telling yourself that you have to get a younger woman to marry is not a guarantee of anything. I mean, we've seen situations, especially in Nigeria, where some men carry some of these younger girls and take them abroad. And we've seen things that have happened and are still happening. Some of these girls completely just mess them up. Like, you don't see situation where you say person dey inside water, soap enter in eyes. Like, you can imagine, person dey inside water, soap enter in eyes. Woman wey you carry from Naija, brush her up, carry her follow body, make you give her good life. At the end of the day now, she don't mess you up. You see, so that's to tell you that no be by age, no be by say she young, no be by pino, no be say pino no good though. Don't get me wrong, I am not against that. I'm not against going after a younger woman. If she's the one for you, then fine and good. But the point is that you need to know if she is the one for you or not. And that is why I'm making this video, right? So let's get into it. The two things you must do in order to decipher if she's the one for you. Number one, you need to find your purpose. I believe that every human being on earth, every person within this surface earth, God has actually placed you here for a reason. You're not supposed to just exist and, imagine they wake up every day, they eat food, they relax. No, there is a reason why everyone is here. And I believe that we are here to serve a particular purpose. So the question is, what is your purpose? Why are you here on earth? I have never seen someone who is living in his purpose, like completely dwelling in your purpose, the reason for why you're here on earth, and the person is having problem of like, who could be my wife or who no could be my wife. I'm telling you, even for women too, because there's something about living in your purpose. It has a way of just making all the beautiful lines to fall in place for you. Like everything could just set for you. Not be story I tell you, I'm telling you facts. Like, why am I here? Why are you here? Am I supposed to just wake up every day and just keep existing? The moment you're able to answer this question, you have completely narrowed down the search. Let's take, for example, someone who is a professor of English, right? How is that person going to marry a woman who does not know how to read and write? But even if he decides to marry a woman like that, maybe he's so in love and he can't let go. I'm sure he's going to have it at the back of his mind like, this woman, I will teach her how to read and write. You know why? Because they have to be on the same page. Go they talk left, your wife go they talk right, or you they talk right, your wife go they talk left. You they say come, she they say go. You have to understand each other. So when you find your purpose as a man, you completely narrow down the search, and that takes you to number two. What role is she going to fulfill in your life? I like to look at things from the biblical perspective. Let's even go back from the beginning of times. In Genesis chapter 2 verse 18, the Bible says that It is not good for a man to be alone. I will make him a helpmeet for him. From this passage, it's actually a personal thing. So it means that every woman out there is not for you. There is the one for you, because God says, I'm going to make him a woman for him, completely tailored to your need, to your personality, to you as a whole. Every woman is created as a helpmeet for a man. So it means that she's going to be like a catalyst in helping you achieving your dreams, your aspirations, and your goals. That's why I gave an example of a professor and marrying someone who does not know how to read and write. Okay, because she's going to help you. And how can she help you? It means that she would have to have the ability to help you. Have you ever been in a situation where you're in a relationship with a woman and she oftentimes would ask you for gift or something, and she's asking for money, and you always come through for her, but there is this just one time that you were not able to, and maybe she knows that you didn't just have it at that time, but she still bail on you, she still dump you. After every she just dumps your ass and she's like, well, I can't deal with it. You don't have money. What are you saying? And then she leaves. And I'm sure in your mind you'll be like, this one I win to. What an evil woman. How can she leave me? I've been giving you everything you ask of me every single time. Just this one time that I cannot fulfill your need. You're leaving me. Does that make her a bad woman? Not necessarily. Because you see, the truth is, every woman is out there to fulfill a need for a particular man. Maybe she has been designed for a different kind of man, not you. So I believe the reason why some relationships struggle is because, people just entangle themselves without even knowing who they are. And then along the line, as you journey in life, you now discover yourself and you now start looking around you. You start looking at your association and the people that surround you, especially the ones you chose yourself. Because there are relations we cannot choose ourselves. For example, I not choose my mama and my mama choose me. I not choose my family and I didn't choose me. So those are the relationships that we cannot help. But you see things like husband, you see things like wife. Now you choose them. That was completely your making. So situations like that, you see people begin to look around themselves and they begin to ask questions. How I take marry this oneself? How would they talk one? Should they talk two? Along the line, a lot of disagreements begin to happen. And that is why you see sometimes when they can't cope, when people like that cannot cope, it ends in divorce, or people just realize that, we're not compatible anymore. I think I just want to move on. Things like that. It is because originally you did not figure out who you are and you did not choose according to your purpose. Now, this is not to rule out the fact that divorces still happen even in very marvelous homes. There are so many wonderful relationships that you look at, and at the end of the day, you still hear things like they are separated or they are divorced. That one, of course, normally it will happen. If you want to happen, it will happen. But you see, it happens more when people find themselves while they are already married. It happens to women too. You find yourself when you're already married. For example, I'm here recording this video. What if I had married a man who cannot stand it for me to be in the face of a camera? What if I had married a man who does not want any other man to be able to see my face except him? Like, think about it. So that is the point here. Forget shape, forget body. All those things good though. Not be saying no good, but look at the bigger picture. Look at the most important things. Arrange yourself first. When you don't arrange yourself, things go fall in place. No just rush. That is why I always say, don't be careless. No just go club, carry babe from there. You don't knack babe from there. She don't carry belle for you. From there, you don't marry. Just like that. Ask questions, study character, nothing. This our generation is so funny. People sleep together before they find out their names. Before you know the color of our face, like the real color of our face, not the makeup. You don't first knack am. Emotions don't dey involved. You don't entangle already before you now begin to find out one or two and one. That one gets to be. So you have to be very, very intentional about everything you do. When you begin to live a very intentional life, you go see say things go just begin to be arranged, because you can't just be careless with some things, especially with sexual relationships. You can be friends with someone for 20 years. I mean, he's just a friend. You can decide to stop being friends with him and heaven will not fall. But you cannot have sex with someone for 20 years and expect to just move on like that. It can't say babe. Imagine say you don't date babe for like 10 years. Or a family member don't know you. They know say, this one might be Okoyawo. One day, you're not like, I don't think this is going to work. Where you want to go? The whole family knows you, that kind of relationship now. You don't already put yourself so much into it that it's almost as if it's difficult to pull away from situations like that. And even when you do, people tend to kind of demonize you for making your choices. Be intentional about everything you do and do these two things. It will help you narrow down your search tremendously and determine if she is the one for you, if she's the one that is going to help you go through this life, achieve your purpose, and have that peaceful, beautiful, healthy, and productive relationship. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you find value in this. If you're new here, my name is Wendyzeal, and I'm glad you stumbled on this video. If you like this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you have not done so yet, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.